Hello everyone and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today I'm going to be building Erza's grandparents' house. So you guys know in my Sims 4 Let's Play or Sims 4 Livestream, I like to have a bit of a story going on, and Erza Scarlet is Bibi Tuber's partner. They're engaged and we just had twins, so we kinda needed a new house. Was not expecting twins, so now we have 3 children. And the house that we're in is far too small for all of us to actually live in. So I thought that I would go with a bit of a family home, and this time it is Erza Scarlet's grandparents' house. They just passed away and she had some inheritance. She had a bit of money and got inherited this house, which means that I had to go and make some parents and grandparents of Erza's that didn't exist before this. This lot that I'm on at the moment, as you guys can see, it is actually very small. I do actually end up changing the placement of this build. We were in New Crest, but we end up moving to Oasis Springs, so you guys will see that a little bit later on in the video. So yes, we are now going to be living in a much bigger house. You guys will also get to meet Erza's parents, which is going to be interesting. I haven't really thought up too much of a backstory other than why we have this house and why we didn't have to spend any money, because you guys know the Tuber family is a little bit broke at the moment, so this is kind of for convenience sake rather than actually having to grind up all of those simoleons to move into a new house and whatnot. We have actually moved so many times in this game, it's a little bit ridiculous, but I'm actually finding that I enjoy moving house from time to time. I enjoy having a fresh slate, you know, having a nice new house to move into. So this house that I'm building at the moment, it's going to have 3 bathrooms, it's going to have an attic, it's going to have 3 or 4 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, because yeah, every child has their own bedroom. And it's a little bit different. It's a bit of a strange shape. I'm not an architect, let's just put it that way. So I'm doing my best to make it slightly modern, but at the same time like it's a family home. And I am actually really happy with how it turned out in the end. I think that it looks really cute. As I said, it's a very strange shape, but it all comes together in the end, which I'm really happy with, because this build took me about 5 hours all up, and it was a bit of a struggle to figure out how I actually wanted this house to look. A lot of changing. I was very indecisive when it came to the roof, when it came to the colours in general, just picking out any of those wallpapers and how I wanted it to look outside. That took me probably a good hour just in itself. It was ridiculous. So I thought I'd tell you guys a little bit of a story. When I was a child, I used to draw out how I wanted my dream home to look. I don't know how many people would do that when they were a kid, you know, dreaming up what house they would have and how their family would be, you know, how many kids they end up having, and how many, whether they have a husband or a wife, and whether they have pets. I used to do that all the time when I was a kid, and this house, while it looks strange, it kind of reminds me of the house that I used to draw up when I was a kid. I've always had this picture in my mind, and the fact that I was able to kind of make it work, I really am loving what I made. So when I was a kid, I used to picture that I was going to have 3 children, we were going to have a nice big house, I was going to get married to the boy that I had a massive crush on, that I was technically dating, but you know, dating as like a kid isn't really dating. It was just a little crush thing. And yeah, so I had him as my husband, and we were going to have a dog and a couple of cats, and it was all very cute and very innocent. And this is kind of what we are going to be going for with this house and this family. You know, we've already got the 3 kids, the twins and Leo. We've got the nice big house inherited from Erza's grandparents, and Bibi doesn't know her parents. Maybe later down the track we might do a little storyline of actually meeting Bibi's parents. I don't know. We'll figure that out in the future, but the kids do have grandparents, which is nice, and yeah, we will definitely be integrating more of that into the story as we go along. When I was building this house, originally I wasn't actually going to have an attic, but then the roofs were not working for me, and I didn't like how it was turning out. So to add a little bit more depth, a little bit more height to the house, I decided to add an extra room on top, so it ends up being 3 stories instead of 2 stories. Which I think it worked out. Again, it's all still very strange, and like it has a lot of different levels and has a lot of different angles. I also end up turning this house around in the end. I was going to make it that they had a front yard instead of a backyard, but again, with switching around the orientation of the house, that's just kind of how it turned out. So here we are. We're going to be moving to Willow Creek. As you see, I'm going through and seeing what size lots there are, and I couldn't use the 30 by 40 or 40 by 50. I had to use like the biggest lot and bulldoze this pretty house here. It was very cute. I just needed their lot, so I moved the house over there, and it worked out a lot better. A lot more room to do some landscaping and extra backyard bits, and you know, make sure that the kids have some outdoor activities to do and whatnot. So it just works out so much better having a much bigger lot to work with. The main problem that I was finding with this house was I was building it from the outside, not considering how I wanted to sort out the rooms and how it was going to look inside. So I had a little bit of trouble trying to figure out what rooms were going to be where and what everything was going to be, but it ends up coming together, as I said, in the end. The layout is still a little bit weird. I definitely think that the layout is going to look a lot better once I get a few more stuff packs and a few more game packs. Some of the ones that I really want to buy in particular are the kids room stuff pack. We've got the toddler stuff pack, so it'll be great to have the kids stuff pack. So then once the kids are a little bit older, we've got a few extra bits and pieces. I want to get the laundry day stuff pack as well, because we don't have laundry at the moment, and you'll see a little bit later that I end up with a few empty spots here and there because we just don't have enough stuff in the house to be able to fill it out. So I think adding a laundry room somewhere in the house would probably be good. Again, it's just a matter of picking up a few more of these stuff packs here and there. But not only that, I also want to get the pets game pack, because pets, duh, we would love to have pets in this game here. But you guys know my problem with the game packs and the stuff packs and all that when it comes to The Sims. Everything is very, very expensive on the console. So when it comes to the likes of Get to Work, pets, even Seasons when it finally comes out, all of those cost around 63 to 64 New Zealand dollars. So, you know, just for pets and Get to Work in particular, both of those two are going to cost $120 all up, which is hella cash. And Bibi don't have hella cash. So that's another thing that it's like, eventually I am starting to accumulate all these game packs that I really want. It just all comes down to money, unfortunately. The stuff packs aren't actually too bad a price. They're like $15 each, which, while $15 is still a bit of money, you know, it's a lot better than having to pay like $30 or something like that. So the stuff packs are a lot easier to pick up than any of the other packs, unfortunately, which don't really come with a lot of contents. Either way, I still love all the expansions that come with this game. I am still waiting, of course, for more supernatural, so you know that we've got vampires. I'm waiting on witches and what was the other one? Werewolves. Werewolves were really cool. I didn't really play with werewolves too much in The Sims 3, but I definitely loved like the magical aspect of The Sims. So having alchemy, the alchemy skill was like the best skill ever. It was so much fun making potions, and I need that in The Sims. I've got like a long list of things that I really want to come back into The Sims 4 from The Sims 3. I didn't play much of The Sims 2, and The Sims 1 I only played on the PlayStation 2, so that didn't really have anything extra. But The Sims 3 I played so much, to the point that like it was glitchy as all hell, and I had to stop playing it, unfortunately. Still have a lot of all my old saves though, which is pretty cool. Another expansion that I really loved from The Sims 3 was the Future pack. That one was a lot of fun. What you'd do is you would make a time machine, and then you would go to the future, and everything was futuristic. I loved all of the stuff that came with that pack. It was a lot of fun. Not only that, but you could go and meet your future children, or like your future like great grandchildren, which was kind of interesting as well. Universities is another one that I would really love for them to bring back to The Sims 4, or even like a get to school pack. So you know how we have the get to work pack, and you would go along to work with your Sims. Maybe a get to school pack, like a high school and a middle school pack or something like that, so you go to the high school with your teenagers. I think that would be a lot of fun. I have so many ideas of what they could do with that, and I mean, they've got the teenage room stuff pack, so that would integrate really well into a get to school pack as well. Just having schools in The Sims in general would be pretty awesome. They've never done that. So here you see I'm just adding all of the windows. This house here has a lot of windows. One thing I didn't do is add a lot of curtains. So that will have to be something that we maybe do while we're in live stream or something like that. There's still a lot of things that I want to do to this build when it comes to furnishing and just buying some extra bits and pieces. The kids' rooms are definitely sorted. Actually, all of the bedrooms are pretty much sorted. It's just all the other rooms, as I mentioned before. It would be great if we had the likes of laundry pack, so then we can add a laundry room and just fill out the house with a few knickknacks here and there. I do wonder when we're going to be getting seasons for the console. I still cannot wait. Like, I'm so happy that we have seasons. I've been watching a lot of Sim Supply's Rags to Riches series just because living vicariously through him, so then I can at least get a taste of the seasons pack until I get it in this game. As soon as it comes out, I'm definitely going to be buying it. I also put a lot of time and effort into doing the landscaping for this house here, trying to make it actually feel like it's a proper family home. It's been all fenced off, so then the toddlers can go outside and play without us worrying about the toddlers getting out onto the road and all that kind of stuff. Put a lot of effort into all of the flowers and just making it look very pretty, making it look like that it's a family home. Maybe it's the family home that Erza's parents and Erza grew up in or something like that. But either way, we still have a lot of story that I can add to this save and to our game, which I absolutely love. Like, I've never been the greatest at telling stories, but when it came to The Sims, when I was playing The Sims 3, again, I played a lot of The Sims 3, I would always have some sort of story going on with my Sims. Whether it's my Sims were hiding as witches and like they couldn't show their powers, or they were hiding as vampires. I used to play the 100 baby challenge in The Sims 3, and the funny thing that the alchemy skill would give you is you could make love potions or friendship potions. So what I used to do is I would invite over these guys that I've only just met, and I would get my daughter, who was doing the alchemy skill, to make up some friendship potions, give them to the mother, and then the mother would throw the friendship potion at these guys. So it's like, haha, you are my friend now, you must love me. And then I would go ahead and romance them and woohoo them and get pregnant and then never speak to them again. The 100 baby challenge is, I swear, so messed up, but it's so much fun. I don't know, it's one that eventually, if I feel like it, I might do on the channel. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below whether you'll be interested in watching me do the 100 baby challenge. I've never actually finished it, so yeah, it would be interesting. So here you see I'm adding in all the traits for the house. So it's got like good schools, kids will learn faster, and good internet, because you know that we are trying to do the social media aspect of the career at the moment. So we need good internet and try to get our gaming up a bit more. So we've finished building the house, and I have added it to my library. When they finally bring out the library, you guys can download it. So it's in there under family home, and it has a little blurb for the backstory as well. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy it. Go down to the description below, check out all my social media links, and let me know in the comments below whether you play The Sims, whether you do any of the challenges, what ones you enjoy the most. I look forward to reading all those comments down there. When it comes to donating, guys, all of the expansions that I've bought so far and all of the games that I've been playing, well, a majority of the games that I've been playing on the channel, have all come from patrons and Ko-Fi donations, which is amazing. So I want to thank every single one of you that have donated to the channel, because I couldn't do this without you guys. This is a very expensive thing to do on the channel, picking up all of these expansion packs, and it is all so helpful, so thank you so much. And if you guys do want to donate, you can do it one of two ways. You can either donate through Ko-Fi, which the link is down in the description below, or you can become a patron of mine and get an awesome shout out, just like Asperger Bear, Bernard, Linwood, Moji, and Lou's Corner. They're all awesome biblioteers, and you can become one as well. So from my Tamika, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye!